everyone. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I make a circular top. I'm going to be using this chiffon fabric, which is about a yard, and we are going to fold it in two. Please pardon the clarity of my video. We're going to fold it in two to get like a square shape. Sorry, I'm not going to show you that part, but as you can see, the fold it in two. The next fold again, because we're going to be folding in in two places. This is the first fold. The second fold will be diagonally. Now, so as the fabric is lying plain like this, if it's eventually going to be cut, you just have like four planes of fabric laying on top of each other. So I'm going to start my measurements from the apex, that's the pointed part of the fabric. My shoulder measurement is 13.5 and my arm sky is 8 inches. Now, since the shoulder is a horizontal measurement, I'm going to be dividing it into 4, which is giving me an approximate measurement of 3.4 inches. So I'll start measuring. I'm going to measure 5 inches from the top on both sides. So when I join it with a straight line, I'll be getting about 4 inches. Remember, it is 3.4, so I have an allowance of 0.6. That's about half centimeter. So half inches. So that's about half inches, which is fine because my fabric is folded in 4 places. So my arm sky is about 8. I'm going to be dividing into 2. From my shoulder measurement, I measure from that shoulder measurement, giving us 4. I mark my 8 inch as well, and I do the same. I mark 4 inches on the other side. Now, four inches on one side and 4 inches on the other side. The side where the fabric is open will form my armhole. The other side, well, you see as we go on. Now when I measure this, that's the second horizontal line, I divide it into 2. That's about 3.25. Now I get my French curve. And what I'm doing right now is curving out the arm sky. So for this type of circular top, you may want to extend the length, but I didn't want to do that, by maximum of just an inch, no more than that. So now this will form my neck, and since I've cut out 4 inches and I want it to be 6 inches in length, I'm going to mark out 2 inches extra and then use my French curve to curve out my neckline. It's pretty simple, very simple. So the next thing I'm going to do now is measure the length. Since I'm using a 1 yard fabric, this is going to be enough for me. And you start measuring from where you marked your shoulder measurement, the first one. So I'm going to measure 25 inches all the way from shoulder measurements. Keep extending it. So I'm going to join those lines. So the next thing we're going to do is now cut out the fabric. I've cut out the neckline and the arm sky. This is the length. And then remember it was folded into 4, so I have to cut this part open. This is how it's going to look. And that part will form my arm sky. This is where it's going to be starting, just around the top of my bust. So I have serged the edges of my chiffon fabric, so I'm going to be joining it, the sides, by about 1/2 inch. Please make sure you stretch your fabric as you sew. Stretch it a little bit so it doesn't crease around the seam line. So once I'm done with this side, I do the same for the other side as well. And then I press the seam open on the wrong side. So the next thing I'm going to do is hem the neckline. I'm going to hem the neckline by folding it a little bit. So the total fold is going to be about 1/2 inch, just a little. When you're sewing chiffon, it's best you stretch your fabric, like I said earlier, so it doesn't crease around your seam line. So I'm going to hem my neckline, I'm going to hem my arm sky, my armhole, and I'm going to hem the bottom of the blouse. And make sure once you're done, you press your seam so it lays really flat. So as you can see, I have a little crease here. I didn't really stretch it. So this is my mistake. But I'm going to press that seam. I'm going to press it. Give it a hot press. So I'm all done with hemming and all of that. So at this point, I'm going to be attaching spaghetti-like straps. But I'm going to show you how I cut them. And that's my arm sky right there. To cut my straps, I fold my chiffon fabric in 2. I want to get a 1-inch strap, but it's going to be folded into 2 again. So I'm cutting out 3 inches of my chiffon fabric in fold. Sorry, I'm cutting out 2.5. And my length, remember, is I cut out 4 inches on one side, so it's going to be a total of 8 inches because it's going to run from back to front or from front to back. I'm going to give an allowance of 1 inch. So I'm going to be cutting out 9 inches. So once I cut out the first one, I'm going to use this to cut out the second strap. So I have 2 pieces here. The next thing I'm going to do is join the end, starting from the folded part by 1/2 inch. So once I get to this point, I'm going to raise my and then continue. Now I'm going to turn it inside out and then use the edge of my scissors. I'm not going to cut, no, I'm going to use it to push the fabric so I get the ends really pointed out well. The next thing I'm going to do is fold it in by 1/2 inch and then top stitch that area. Yeah, you dare use 1/2 inch and then you top stitch that area. So once I'm done, I'm going to give it a gentle press and then fold it again. You remember I said I want to get about about an inch of the strap. So I've given it a gentle press and I've sewn it. I've turned it inwards like I did the first time. So I'm going to press it so I have the seam in the middle, not at the side. So I've pressed it. The next thing I'm going to do is join my strap to the main bodice. So I'm going to place it right sides facing and stitch by about, and it's not even up to 1/2 inch, by about maybe 1/2 inch. So it's going to look something like this. And I'm going to do the same for the other side. So this is what we have. So make sure you give all seams a gentle press so they lay flat. So I also cut out another strap, a bit longer than that for the shoulders. I used the same method of cutting the straps for the shoulders, but I didn't fold it twice again. I folded it in, I turned it in once. That's why it's looking bigger. And then I'm going to stitch it. I'm going to sew it, attach it to the middle of my armhole area, but I'm not going to stitch it all the way down, just halfway. So this is going to make the dress look like an off-shoulder dress, which you see in this picture right here. But basically it's just a strap I attached to the arm sky. So I do this for the other side as well. So this is what I end up with. This is really, really nice. If you're going for an informal outing, going to the beach, so those are the straps. So basically this is all of it. So thanks for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes. I would appreciate your comments. If you don't understand, ask questions and I'll be quick to respond. Bye.